Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from my end. In today's video, I will cover why your content feels misaligned and why you feel not aligned and why not everything is sticking what you're putting out there because of you forcing everything. And with force, you never achieve much results. So let me explain this. In the past week, I had a few conversations with people, and actually the people I'm working with, where they say that they feel they are not magnetic. What they're putting out there is not connecting. It just doesn't stick. And when I use this term, putting yourself out there, because that's what the coaching industry tells you, to just put yourself out there and just show up and everything is gonna work if you stick to it. And there is a truth to it, of course. You need to show up and you need to share, you need to make yourself available, and that's the phrase I want you to ponder on. But if you change the phrase of putting yourself out there to actually ask yourself, how can I make myself available? What can I put that out there so people can see what I do, so that I can serve them, I can provide my service, I can serve the people I want to serve. And this takes a while to understand and to shift this mindset, but once it's shifted, then everything changes. For the last 6 years or 7 years or so, I've been creating content from various platforms, from Facebook, YouTube, and as you can see, I don't have much followers. I'm not this gigantic guy who's gonna have a bunch of followers. Maybe at some point I do, I don't know. But my point is that it's not the amount of followers that matters, it's the relationship and the connection with those followers which gonna actually create revenue and create money exchange with your business. And in the past 6-7 years, I didn't achieve much traction because I was forcing content. I just followed the proven strategies, the proven formulas. Do this, do that, just post, just show up. But inside I always felt misaligned. No wonder why I didn't achieve anything substantial or major until I realized this one thing, that the essence and the energy you are creating from, that's what matters. And maybe you heard this phrase already, but becoming playful and just becoming fascinated with what really interests you, what really makes you feel alive, when you are in that state, then creating content becomes seamless. It just becomes easy in a way, because you're just creating from that space, and people are gonna feel that, because the levels of consciousness is shifting. People are realizing that they want more depth, want transformation, they want to see behind the surface level. And as you can see from yourself, it's happening. And the people I talk to, they all say this: I'm just tired of coaching programs telling me to do this and follow that, and because it's just all surface level. It doesn't go behind that level where you feel aligned, where you feel understood, where your message is heard. And I'm still work in progress. I'm still walking on my own path, and every day it's a new day to improve and to see what works and what doesn't. But that's the path. That it's a path which never gonna end. And to make yourself feel more aligned with your content and with your work and what you're putting out there, that's the key. The beingness matters more than what you actually write about. And recently, I just shared this with one of my personal customer I work with now, to just focus on more personal, dare to share your personal story. And yes, for sure you heard this, just share more of you and share your deepest struggles. Yes, share your deepest struggles, but in a way that it doesn't feel like you are feeling sorry for yourself, but that you learned something and you were in a position, but then you transcend that position or that sickness or whatever it is, and you came out on the other side different, and you feel different, and it just, you can sense the energy that it is different. And this what makes you aligned. That's what people gonna resonate with. They're gonna feel the essence. Where is it coming from? You don't just share your story just for the sake of sharing your story, or oh, hey, look at me, I've been through cancer and that's how, and that's what I did, oh pity me, because nobody's gonna care about this. I know it sounds harsh, but that's what it is. I had a major sickness when I was a kid, and I shared multiple times, but nothing sticked. But then when I shifted my inner self, and when I realized, okay, let me position this in a way that, hey, I've been through this sickness, and that's how I came out, and that's how I feel now. And that sickness led me to heal myself instantly. That taught me to miracles are just everyday normal things, which are not even miracles, it's just how it is. Because on a soul level, everything is instant and abundant. Here on earth, we experience limitations. Because that's why we are here, to experience that limitations, that duality which is here, that contrast of extremes. That's why it's fascinating to be here, which I couldn't understand for 33 plus years. But now I start to understand the depth of it. And if you come back to that space of your inner knowing that you creating content and putting yourself out there, I should better say, make yourself available through this energy, then you're gonna feel the shift, because people are gonna feel the shift, and then they want to know more. They want to know more about your work, what you do, how you do. Show me more, tell me more. And even when you get on a sales call, on a call with people because you want to talk with them, you're gonna show up differently. Your energy is gonna be grounded, because you will know where your core is, your essence is. And many people get into this trap of they need to heal. They always, I need to heal, I need more healing, I need more healing. You don't need more healing. You need presence and safe space to just allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to come out of your shell. And you're gonna be healed by default. And that's how it works. So I would love you to ponder on this things I just shared in this video, to make you sit with this and really realize what's coming through you, because that's what matters. The space you are in, the environment you are in, maybe all you need is just a safe space for yourself. Just sit in a bench like I am doing now and just be. So with all that said, let me know down in the comments what comes through you, what's coming up. I know I shared a few things here while I was walking, but I would love to hear your insights. And till the next one, give yourself a safe space.